Hi, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and welcome to my, I don't know how many Flosstubes this is, but it's Christmas. It's the 25th of December. Excuse me, I have a little cold again, but who cares? It's Christmas. Welcome to my video. I'm going to show you a Wipparade, which is going to be a stitch or ditch. And yeah, first I would like to show you some Stitchy Kindness and cards I got, and then I'm going to start. So first off, I received this card from Inchy, Cross Stitch Inchy. Thank you very much. She included this cute little kit, which I'm going to stitch up into a small. So thank you very much, Inchy, and I hope my package arrives early. The next card I got was from Anne, which is on Instagram Stitching Shoko, which I met at retreats here in the Netherlands, and thank you so much for organizing the round robin. I hope my card arrived safely and early to you, so thank you so much. The next card I received was from Mel, Patchy Pony Stitcher, which is, it's gorgeous. It's her horses with, I hope you can see it, with Christmassy antlers on, and yeah, really like it. And she included this gorgeous Silks for You color. And yeah, I am sure I'm going to stitch something with this. And I sent you one as well, so I hope it arrives safely. I don't know because of postal services, but we will see. The next card I got was from Miss Uceda's Raquel. Thank you so much. This was wonderful. I love this card. Santa on steps, or a scooter, or how do you call it? And she included these gorgeous Christmassy hand-dyed flosses. So thank you so much, Raquel. This was really appreciated, and I sent you something also. Then I received a card from Dunya, which is this gorgeous robin, and with a lovely note inside, and she sent me a skein of Anchor Black to try out. So thank you so much, Dunya. I will try it. Then I received a card from Nolene. On Instagram, she is Expat Stitcher. She is the one who lent me Touching the Autumn Sky by Mirabilia, which is absolutely my focus piece for the next year. So I hope to stitch it up very soon, and so I can return the pattern to you. So thank you very much for your card, Nolene. And then another Stitchy Kindness. And I will have to, I'm sorry about the crinkles, there's going to be a lot of crinkles in my video this time around, because everything is in its bags, and yeah. Let's see. At Dutchmania, I met up with Stacy, 911 Stitcher, and we were talking about Scary Berry by Erica Michaels. I was on the lookout for that pattern and couldn't find it at the Handwerk Boutique. Then Stacy came around and she said, you know what, I have two, and I'm going to send my pattern to you. So I was like, oh my god, that's so generous, and thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. Then the package came. She sent this gorgeous card, which is a handcrafting card. I love this, with a very lovely note inside. She sent Scary Berry by Erica Michaels, and I am sure I'm going to start this one in the next year. I'm sorry about the Christmas tree on my head, but it's Christmas. But that wasn't the only thing she sent. I opened the package and I literally squealed, because she sent me this Picture This Plus Haunted 28 count. Stacy, you shouldn't have. This is gorgeous, and I'm going to use it for Scary Berry. But it's big enough for another start, which is going to be on this fabric. December in the Netherlands. I think it's going to be wonderful. So, Stacy, thank you very much for your kindness, and I am going to enjoy it, every bit of it, and I hope my package to you is arriving safely. And I don't think it's going to be, it hasn't arrived yet, so I hope it's before the next year, but we'll never know. But yeah, I hope it arrives safely and you like it. So thank you so much, ladies, for your stitchy kindnesses. I really enjoyed this, and yeah, thank you so much. And now on to the Wipparade, or Stitch or Ditch. I'll be right back. I'm back. I have a very large pile here of, I have a big basket of, full with my whips and some project bags, some Ziploc bags, and I'm going to show you every one of them, and I'm going to decide on the spot if I'm going to continue stitching on it. I'm going to be ruthless, and I already know you are going to scream at my screen, or your screen. I'm going to hear you scream at the screen on some of the decisions I'm going to make. So let's start. The first, I am going to have to bend over because it's right here. This is my gorgeous Evertote project bag I won last year, and in it is, what's in this? In it is Snow Queen by Mirabilia, which was a Christmas start, not a Christmas start, it was a birthday start in 2018. I'm going to show you how far I've gotten. And I need to open the bag. I'm sorry about the noise. And everything is not ironed, so just a heads up. Let's see, where am I? Oh, here am I. This is what I have so far. And the decision I'm going to make is I'm going to ditch this. I'm going to ditch this. I'm not going to stitch it. And you know why? It's because of this horrible fabric. It was provided with the pattern when I bought it. It's a very stiff linen. It's not nice to work on. I made a lot of mistakes, and I truly believe that is the reason why I didn't pick it up again. So I'm going to ditch this, but I'm going to restart it. I'm not going to not stitch it. I'm going to stitch it on my own hand-dyed fabric, which is a 28 count Jobelin, and I dyed it with emerald. And I think it's going to be, where is my picture? I think it's going to be gorgeous on this fabric. Don't you think? So it's going to be ditched, but it's going to be stitched as well. So no worries, but this fabric, bye-bye. Next project is in my own made project bag. This pattern is, I stitched this. This is Jardin Privé scissors and bobbins, and I made it into a project bag. And there's something stuck in here. What is in here? I'm not sure. Oh yes. And where is my picture? I have no clue. I hope my camera doesn't shake as much because it's on something very unstable. So It's touching the autumn sky. You all know how this is looking. I'm not sure where the picture is. I'm going to show you how far I am. I'm this far. This is my own hand-dyed fabric, 28 count Jobelan in Bahama Blue. And I really love this, and I'm certainly going to stitch this, and it's going to be a finish next year. So that's touching the autumn sky. The next project is in my Star Wars project bag, which is ballsy according to Mav because of the lace and Darth Vader. So, yay. I don't know for sure what's in this bag. Let's see. Oh yes. Let's just see what's in here. Mirabilia Circle of Friends. I started this after the first Dutch Stitchers retreat, and to commemorate every stitchy friend I have, and to commemorate the first retreat. And I am stitching this on 32 count taupe Jobelan, and this is how far I've gotten. Not Jobelan, this is Murano even weave, and I really love this, and it is not going to be ditched, it's going to be stitched. I'm not sure if it's going to be finished next year, because I am going to plan out 20 whips of my whips I have left after this video to focus on for next year. We will see. That's that one. Then my next one is in my first project bag. This is a Debbie Mom fabric, and I was really proud of myself making this one. And I used the tutorial of the Primitive Stitcher, Suzette, which is very step by step, and everyone can do this. Yeah, love it. What's in my project bag? Let's see. Don't I have a picture either in here? No, it's not, but I know which one this is. I'm going to grab it. It's this one, Minerva by Mirabilia, and it's not going to be ditched. I love this. I love this fabric. It's Tentaculum, which is a German company. I don't know the name of the fabric. I know it's a 32 count, and that's all I know, but I know it's gorgeous. So I started this one as well for my birthday in 2018. So yeah, this is going to be stitched. And the next one, which was in the same project bag, is this one, Rose Arbor by Mirabilia. It's all the Mirabilias. And I have this on a frame as well, which is, let's see if I can show you the top. This one. This is my start on it. I am not sure when I started this one. Yeah, I know it was started in 2018 or this year, I don't know. This is on 32 count fabric from Victorian Motto Sampler shop. They did a fabric of the month, and I was in it, and I really love this fabric. It doesn't have a name, but I love it, and it's certainly going to be stitched. Then on to the next one. But first, let me take a sip of my coffee. This is in a laptop bag. We have a very cheap store here, almost the same as I think Hobby Lobby or something like that. It's called Action, and they sell these gorgeous laptop bags for €1.50, I think, which is not much. And I use them to store my projects in. Let's see what's in this. Ah! I am going to take it out. This was a new start. I started this last week. I couldn't wait any longer. It's a stitch along between me, Joy-Filled Stitcher, Annie, and Lydia, which she has to start. I believe Annie Joy-Filled Stitcher started it already. The hashtag is #MC Tiered Tray Sal, and it's this one. Celebrate Halloween by Madame Chantilly. I started this a few days ago. I'm not sure of the date out the top of my head. And this is my start. It's again my own hand-dyed 28 count Joblin, and I used the Cold for DMCs, and I really enjoy this one. It's dyed in the color Emerald, a little bit darker as the one I am going to restart Snow Queen in, but yeah, enjoy this. So we will see the next one. It's going to be stitched because I just started it. The next one is Strawberry Time by Barbara Anna Designs. Out the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine of the summer of this year, and I really enjoy this one, and it's certainly going to be stitched. This is on 28 count Joblin Coffee and Tea dyed by me, and it's going to be stitched. No ditches yet, but rest assured there are going to be ditched stitches. This is a small accessory bag from the same store I just told you about. What's in this is Hoity Toity by Long Dog Samplers, and I'm using Miss Useda's Silk Pack for Hoity Toity, and this is how far I've gotten. I really like it, and I was at Dutch Mania talking with Dunja, Passion for Crafting, on Instagram about the coverage of the blag, and the coverage wasn't good. So what did I do? I chose to stitch 1.5 stitch instead of 1. So a half stitch over it, over the first stitch, and that makes all the difference. And this one is certainly going to be stitched. So no ditching. The next one is Beggar's Christmas by Threadwork Primitives. I'm stitching this one on, let's see, oh, this needs an iron, but oh well. This is stitched on 36 count or 32 count Legacy by Picture This Plus with my own picked colors. I just told you in my last video, and yeah, I'm liking this one, so it's going to be stitched. The next one I just started this, a spontaneous stitch along with my friend Alice. Hi Alice. This is Snowy Reindeer by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is the first of the series, Frosty Forest. And this is my start on I Love This Fabric, which is a gray and white check. And yeah, it's not going to be ditched. But I'm not sure if I'm going to stitch up a new one every month, because I also have the Farmhouse Christmas series, which I have to finish as well. So maybe I will do that, but we'll see. The next one. And my bag won't open, is this one. Sleigh Snow Globe by Shannon Christine Designs. I like this picture very much. But that's the only thing I like about it. I really dislike stitching on this fabric. I really dislike the pattern. The pattern is very hard to read. It's just not what I expected, and I don't like it. So this one is going to be ditched. The next one. Is Prairie Life Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. I really was looking forward to stitching this one up, but this is how far I've gotten. This is my own hand-dyed fabric, a 30 count fabric, and I really don't like stitching this. I don't like it. I don't like this fabric. I don't like all the colors in this sampler right now, and yeah, this is going to be ditched. I'm sorry. Maybe I will start it over on different fabric in the future, but I'm not sure. The next one is in another laptop bag. And this is Playing with Jacks, which is a stitch along with two Martini Stitcher, Erin, and Leslie Hurley, Fat Cat Flossing. And let's take it out of the bag and see how far I've gotten. This is what I have. And this is my own hand-dyed fabric. This is a 28 count Joblin, and I dyed it with gray using the jar method. About the jar method, I had several requests to film a sort of tutorial for dyeing in a jar. There is a tutorial about that. I really would like to film for you, but just know that it's not my idea. I got it from someone else, which is Carrie of the House of Floss and Fluff. She made a video about it, and I will try my best in January to film not a tutorial, but just to show you how I dye it in jars. So, but know that it's not my idea. So this is my fabric, this is my project, and it's going to be stitched because I really enjoy this. The next one. This one. Is Olga's Autumn Stocking by Plum Street Samplers. And I'm going to show you how far I've gotten. I'm sorry about the fireworks. Some teenagers are it's not even that time of year yet, but okay. This is what I have so far. I really enjoy this. It's certainly going to be stitched next year, and I am not going to ditch it. This is 35 count Pearl by Bull Stitches, and yeah, I really like this project, so it's not going to be ditched. The next project is, let's see what I have here. Okay. The next project is Horsing Around, which is a part 2 of the Farmhouse Christmas series by Little House Needleworks. I always mix them up. And this is my start. I really enjoy this, so I think I am going to continue by starting or finishing this one, and when I finish this one, starting the next one. So I won't be starting every first of the month with a new one, because I need to finish it as well. So I will show you my first finished part. This part I have to take out, because firstly I was going to stitch it as one piece, but I decided to make it into ornaments, so yeah, it's going to be stitched. The next project is, and I have a crappy picture, Snow White by the Primitive Hare. I started this, I'm not sure, I know it's 2018. I started this stitching on 40 count Sampler Green by XU Design. I picked the part of the skirt several times, took it out several times because I didn't like it, and now I like it. So yeah, really enjoy this, and it's going to be stitched. So no ditching. I believe I ditched 2 as far as I know until now. The next one is in another laptop bag. Yeah. Which is Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor. I just started this one at the end of October with the called for Faldanis. And let's see how far I've gotten. I did quite a lot in the past. Oh, my. Okay. It's not going to happen, this one. My needle minder decided to fall apart. This is what I have so far. I really like this. This is on my own hand-dyed 28 count Joblin, again, on beige. This is beige. Let's see if I can show you the modeling of the fabric because it's very light. It's not really showing up, but no. A little bit. This is what I have so far. I totally enjoy it. So this is not going to be ditched. It's going to be stitched. The next project is just in a folder, file folder. I'm sorry if I get out of frame, because everything is falling apart here. It's Pretty Little London. And I started this one after Pascal, my son, and I went to London for celebrating his I'm at a loss for words. What did we celebrate? He passed his exams. He finished high school. And yeah, we went to London. So that's that. I'm going to show you how far I've gotten. Is this? No, it's not the right way around. This is what I have so far. It's not much, but it's a start. It's stitched on 32 count fabric by Anchor, which was a natural linen, and I really enjoy stitching on this. And it's going to be stitched, not ditched. The next one is in a project folder again, and this houses two projects. The first one is still in the hoop, and that's Holiday Greetings by Mill Hill, which was a kit. I am stitching this one on 32 count taupe Murano. I am not stitching it on the called for how do you call it? I'm not stitching it on the called for paper, perforated paper. This is what I have so far, and I like it, and I hope to finish this one next year, so it's not going to be ditched. And the next project is Hello Winter by Plum Street Samplers. It's this one. And this is how far I've gotten, which is a little bit more than the last time you saw it. And I am stitching this on 28 count light gray linen. I don't know the brand, but it was in a pack of linens at the Handwerk Boutique, and I really like this, so it's not going to be ditched. So let me put this back. And the next one is in a folder as well. It's A Perfect World by the Scarlet House, which is a stitch along with my friend Alice. And I'm happy to report Alice only has one tree left to stitch, or one flower left to stitch, and she left it for the last Sunday of this year, so she can finish it up on the last Sunday. We are stitching this on Sundays, and she is finishing it on the last Sunday of this year. So I'm not that far. I am this is how far I've gotten. Hold on. This is what I have so far. This is 28 count white mustard by XQ Design, and I'm stitching it with Victorian Motto Sampler threads, and the black is Black Raven by XQ Design. And I am going to finish the black border first until I finish the rest. And I hope to finish it next year, because it's going to be stitched and not ditched. Hold on. The next one is in another project bag or laptop bag. And I don't have a picture, I didn't print it out, but everybody knows how this is looking. It's Templar Prophecy by Long Dog Samplers, and I started stitching this one. I'm not sure when I started it, but I started stitching on this one with Darling by Mrs. Serosa. Let's see if I can grab these together. This is what I have so far. The fabric I dyed myself. It's a 20 count even weave, and I'm doing this one 1/1, so it actually is a 40 count. And this is what I have, and I am starting my way into the dragon, the first dragon, and I really enjoy this. And yeah, I'm going to stitch this. And this is the floss I use, which is gorgeous. This is Mrs. Serosa silk. So that's that one, and I'm trying, because I have it in my hands now. There are some back stitches in this pattern, and I am going to stitch it, the back stitches, with this sparkly thread, which is metallic Madeira, which comes in a spool, and I really like this. Excuse me, didn't know where that came from. I'm still having a cold. The next project is let's see if I have a picture with this. Yes, this is a very crappy picture. My printer was out of ink, or the called for ink, so this is All Hearts Come Home for Christmas by Serosa Designs. And let's see. This is what I have so far. I'm stitching this one on 32 count light gray linen of no brand, or look at the yellow stripe, it's Swigert. Although I like this fabric, I am not enjoying myself with this stitch. If I can, I'm avoiding this one. So this one is going to be ditched. I'm not going to stitch it anymore. I'm not liking it enough anymore. The next one is in a folder as well. And I don't have a picture of how this looks finished, because this was a piece of, this was a pattern designed by Ink Circles for the anniversary of the Handwerk Boutique, which is my LNS. And it just comes in a pattern. I'm using Threadworks in a peacock colorway, purples, blues, greens, which I really enjoy. And I made this label myself with wine, because why not? Why not? And this is what I have. It's stitched on 32 count Old Blue by X2 Design. And I like this very much, and it's going to be stitched. So, stitched 3 until now. The next one is Bocholt by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. And Pam, if you are watching, I know you asked me at the Handwerk Boutique at Dutchmania if they sold Joke Trebbe de Nijs patterns, because you had a friend, I believe, who wanted to stitch ink circles like patterns. I believe this is a pattern you were telling about. So if I finish this one, I would be happy to send this one to you. So know that. And I stitched this on hold on. I don't know the name of the fabric anymore. It's a X2 Design Frosty Aqua, which is a 32 count. It's an ice bluey pattern, and I'm stitching this not with the cold for. I'm stitching this in my own hand-dyed X2, or not own hand-dyed, own picked X2 Design peacocky colorway. So yeah, enjoy this one. And as I just mentioned, if I finish this one, so I'm going to stitch it, I will send the pattern to Pam. Of Pam and Steph. Who else? And the next one is in a small bag. And that's Sandala Peacock by the Awesome Pattern Studio. I'm stitching this in the called for DMCs. I'm not sure which way. Let's see. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's this way. This is what I have so far. This is on Frosty Leaves by X2 Design, a 32 count fabric, which is a sagey green fabric, and this is what I have so far. I really enjoy this, and I only stitched on this once. It was one of my new starts for my birthday this year. I had 5 new starts, and this was one of them, and I'm going to stitch this. The next one is in a folder. And it's Village Green by the Prairie Schooler, and I'm stitching the, am I stitching? Yeah, I'm stitching the bottom one. I'm sorry about the glare. This one I'm stitching. And this is what I have so far. It's on 36 count Fog by Picture This Plus. And I finished that part of the church and am making my way over to the barn. I already have a red door and I like this one. So this one is going to be stitched next year or the year after. I don't know. The next one. I don't have a picture with me, but you all know how this is looking. This is Quick Stitch Winter by Amy Stewart, which was part of a bookshelf. And this was my first start on 25 count Lugana easy grid and 1/1, and let's just check. Yes, okay. I was contemplating on starting over on other fabric because I couldn't find my way into these gridded lines, but I think I am right now, so I will give this another try. The first time I will be working on this one, I will try again with what I know now, and if I don't like it, then I will be restarting this one on other fabric, but I think I found my way. So yeah, I'm just going to try it again. That's that. The next one is in a folder. Let's see. Which is Castle Walls by Ink Circles, which is a stitch along with Dunya, Passion for Crafting on Instagram, and Mika, a Darling Bluebell, on Flosstube. And I am stitching this one on 28 count gray, hand dyed by me, Joblin, or not? No, this is 20 count, which I dyed myself, and I'm doing this one 1/1 with Silks for You, PR 147 and 069. PR 147 is the lighter blue, which is gorgeous and almost impossible to show how gorgeous it is, and the darker one is PR 069. This is what I have so far, and I really enjoy this, so this is going to be stitched. So I'm making a mess here, but that's okay. I'm almost till the end. I'm just taking out everything I have. The next one. And this is the part where I think you are going to scream at me. But yeah, it's Stitch or Ditch. Winter Water Garden by Chatelaine. I bought this one. The middle part was already stitched by Orietta from Orietta Stitches. I bought this one from her. She wasn't enjoying it anymore, and yeah, thought it was a waste having it lying around. So I bought this one from her. I just needed to buy my own DMCs, but the specialty flosses came with it and the beads. And I'm going to show you. The middle part is from Orietta. This is stitched on 28 count Nimbus by Chromatic Alchemy. I finished this tree, started this part of the tree, and this is what it looks like, and I'm going to ditch it. I'm sorry. I am not enjoying this. Every time it comes up, I find a way to make excuses to not work on it. I don't enjoy working on it. I don't enjoy the colors. It's just not my cup of tea anymore. I don't think Chatelaines are my cup of tea. I think they're beautiful, but I can't seem to get the hang of it. And there are two things I can do with this. I can hold on to the threads and the beads. I can use them for other things. I can use a big part of this fabric for other things, and I can take out the middle part and frame it as is, or make an ornament or a little pillow out of it, or I can sell it, the whole package, without the DMCs but with the specialty flosses. So let me know in the comments below if I should sell this or do with it whatever I want. And yeah, Orietta, I'm very sorry, I'm not going to finish this one. It's just not, I think I have the same problem you had with it, so it's just not my thing. It's not going to be stitched. And I know you're screaming at me. Yeah, but I told you I was going to be ruthless. So this is The Night Fairy by Maria van Scharrenburg under Lenarte. And I am not sure which way. This way. This is what I have so far. Jemima from the Rocking Stitcher just started this one, so we're stitching this one together. We can encourage one another, and it's going to be stitched because I like this very much. It was just a kit, so I'm using everything from the kit. The next one is The Vogels, or The Birds, by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. And this was the project I started with my first silks, which were dyed by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. She also dyes flosses, which are called paradijsgaren. And this is what I have so far. And it's stitched on 32 count natural raw linen by Zweigert. And yeah, I really enjoy this. So this one is going to be stitched. The next one, and I believe I have just one left after this one. I don't have a picture of how this looks finished, but it's Weaver's Tapestry Band Sampler Sale, which was a stitch-along, mystery stitch-along on a Facebook group, and I started this from the beginning. I believe it was 2018, and I told you many times I wasn't happy with stitching on this one anymore, and I was going to finish the last part which I was working on, but I'm not. I'm just not doing it anymore. I just don't like it anymore, and I'm going to ditch it. And the last project I have, and in the next video I will make a list of all the projects I have. I will tell you how many whips I have left, and yeah, that's going to be my next video. It's Mini Gypsy Firefly by Amy Stewart, charted by Hade. And this is what I have so far. And I'm using Pattern Keeper as of now, and I really enjoy it. So I hope I didn't meet my goal. I wanted to finish this last page, the 8th page of this row, for the end of the year. I'm not going to make it, but it's going to be a goal of mine to at least finish that page, which is a little bit left. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. I don't think so, but I want to finish this as a whole. So yeah, this is going to be stitched. And these were all of my projects. I have a ridiculous amount of stuff on the floor here. Yeah, I'm going to clean up. We are going to have dinner later on, Christmas dinner, and enjoy ourselves. I'm watching Netflix as we speak. Or not Netflix, I just got a tip of a coworker of mine. There was a series I was wanting to see for a very long time. Yeah, it was Handmaid's Tale, and I couldn't see it because it's not on Netflix, not on Netflix Netherlands at least. It's not on our cable company's list. I had to have another streaming subscription, and I didn't want to do that, so I was already to the point where I said, okay, I'm not going to be able to watch it. And yesterday at work, my coworker told me, what do you know? It's on the network of our cable company now, the first 2 seasons. So I immediately started watching yesterday evening, and yeah, I'm loving it. I read the book, I'm loving the series, and I was watching All You Need Is Love, which is a Dutch entertainment show where they put people together that don't have the means to get together. One of them is living in the Netherlands, the other one is living halfway across the world, and they didn't see each other for at least a long time. And they are getting people together for Christmas, and which is a tearjerker, but I'm looking forward to it every year. So I was there on my couch with the Kleenex next to me and a glass of wine in my hand, and yeah, it's a wonderful program. But that's it. Thank you very much for enduring this Wipparade. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy your Christmas time. At the moment when you're watching this one, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be up today, but we'll see, maybe tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know what I should do with my chatelaine. Should I hold on to all the flosses and beads and just make it what I have so far into a pillow or ornament, or should I sell what I have? I'm not sure. Just let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back in about 2 weeks with a normal Flosstube video. And yeah, I wish you the very best for 2020. I hope you have a very healthy and creative and stitchful 2020, and my goal is to get healthier. Yeah, that's just it. And have lots of stitchy friends, which I already have, but just maintain them and hope to have a lot more. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to enjoy the rest of Christmas Day, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Happy New Year. Bye for now.